Happy birthday, Taurus. This is going to be like one of the best birthday seasons, Taurus seasons, for a long time. The one thing that I know, being a Taurus, is that we've had to put up with so much and suffer for so long that I don't think any other sign has been through what we've been through. But what it seems like to me now is that things are actually changing for the better. And just from these cards right here, I'm seeing so many different things happening. Like secrets are gonna come out. Like not so much your secrets, but in the way of you hearing about things that have been hidden from you spiritually, relationship wise, especially relationship wise, because you're going to be hearing a lot about people who you thought were having really wonderful relationships making a decision to get a divorce. And people that you were thinking are in the process of a divorce now are going to be changed. A lot of them are going to be changing their minds. And they're going to fix the relationship or they're just going to try again without going through with the divorce. I'm seeing things like a lot of decisions. You're going to have to make a lot of decisions. But, it doesn't look like these decisions are bad ones. Like I'm seeing a lot of financial decisions. I'm seeing decisions dealing with work. I'm seeing decisions dealing with what else am I seeing? I'm seeing places to live, um, meeting new people, and making decisions about which people you want to keep around and which ones aren't gonna, they're just not gonna make it with you. For some of you, you're waiting for a second chance with somebody. I just wanted to jump into this really quickly. That second chance, I would say look for that second chance to happen around the 16th, 17th, 18th of May. Okay? For others, I'm seeing it for the week of the 27th of May. I'm seeing a lot of love triangle situations going on, people. The thing that I'm seeing though that I want to bring out is that the person it's like the person that you're your person, okay? And then there's another person, the third party person. But the third party person also has other people for some of you. So I want you to pay attention to that because it's not really a healthy situation. So just look out for that. And if you're feeling like I'm not sure if I want to stay in this, I don't know if I want to keep going through this, then that's your higher self telling you maybe you shouldn't. I definitely am seeing, okay, let me give you some dates for some of these secrets and stuff coming out. So I'm seeing a lot of them coming out. Let's see, between April 22nd and April 23rd. I see more coming out between the 27th of April and the 30th. And I'm seeing even more coming out for the full week of May 4th. And then there are more coming out the week of May 18th. So look for this stuff to start, happening. It's probably going to come in the form of not so much gossip. I don't see a lot of gossip, but I do see information coming to you from somebody else. Some of you may be worried about a situation where there's a divorce coming up where you're worried that there's going to be a breakup between you and your partner. I'm not really seeing that actually happen. I'm for those who actually don't want the divorce to happen, but I'm also seeing some of you who do want the divorce to come to happen. And If you're looking for a date, the one date that they're giving me is for, well, I'm getting two dates. I'm getting September 10th, and I'm also getting in October, the first 2 weeks of October. If you're looking for something to be finalized, look for it around then. There are some of you who are looking for a divorce situation to be over with now, like currently. So I'm going to give you the dates of May 4th, that week, the week of May 4th. It should be towards the end of that week where you might get paperwork that lets you know that it's finalized. Um, I'm seeing some of you going on a trip, actually, the 8th through the 10th. I'm seeing it may not be a long trip, but it could be that either someone is coming to see you, or it could be that you go out with somebody. And I think that that's probably like a birthday situation where you go out. And it looks like it's going to be a good dinner or evening. I but for some of you, I see that this could be a first date. If this is like a first date, you may notice that, okay, this person isn't exactly what I've been looking for. Maybe I'm going to keep this person as a friend. The one thing I want to say about this is that this person is nervous. They're worried about releasing some part of them that you're not going to like. So just keep that in mind, that if they're acting a little weird, it's probably because they're just as nervous as you are. And if you're not nervous, they might just be nervous by themselves. But there is someone in that situation who's nervous. Now, if you're wondering, and you're probably not wondering about it right now, but you may be wondering about it in a couple of weeks, if there's going to be a second date, I'm going to tell you, yes, there's going to be a second date with this person. And that is going to be for, let's see, what, the week of May 18th. I see you going out again, like between the 22nd and the 24th of May. And it turns out that this person kind of really likes you. I'm seeing, and if this is not that same person and it's a different person, that date that you go out on with this person that's going to begin a relationship for you guys. There's another person. He's a little, or this person, male or female, is a little older than you. And this person will be around on the week of May May 11th. I think that's the 11th. Yeah, the week of May 11th. And that person, that person's a little possessive. They definitely are somebody that you may decide, okay, this person's not a good fit for me. And now I'm seeing another person that same week that will, for others, that person will begin a relationship. And I'm looking at this situation as something that happens, let's see, 4, 5, that's 5. Around the 25th, 26th 24th, 5th, 6th of April, this week. That one actually could turn into the two of you beginning your lives together. And this is for situations where the man would be older and the woman would be younger than him. Well, I know that doesn't make sense. But I'm saying that because it could be a man that I'm reading this for, in which case the woman that you date would be a little younger. But if it's a woman, the man will be a little older than you. Just so you know. Just wanted to make that clear. And I see that happening between the 24th, actually all together, because it looks like the two of you are not going to stop communicating with each other once you start. So I'm seeing that like around between the 24th and the 29th, there should be consistent communication. I do see that there might be some delays this Wednesday where you're thinking, okay, this is coming up this week, but I haven't heard from this person. Delays end by Wednesday night, Thursday, just in case this is making sense to somebody out there. Okay, so for those of you who are maybe in a love triangle situation and you've gotten or received a text message sometime this week that said that the person doesn't want to see you anymore, they're going to change their mind by the end of the week, just so you know. Okay, it's not telling me what that delay was about, but out of the blue, they're just going to try and fix the relationship or fix the communication between you guys. And now I'm seeing another relationship situation where there's, it looks like a woman at work who is unhappy with a boss, but it's like you might feel like you're being pressured to do something and you're keeping it to yourself that you're unhappy. You're making this decision to keep it to yourself so that this person doesn't know because you're afraid of being fired or you're afraid that this person will cause other problems for you. I want to see when it looks like that situation should come to an end by the week of May 25th. It looks like this person may actually end up being separated. This person may be taken away from the workspace. Um, Maybe fired, or maybe just getting a new job or being put in a different position, moved to a different department, something like that. But just so you know, there's a woman around you who's looking out for you. This person is secretly keeping an eye on things because I think this person's had the same problem with this guy. I can't believe I'm going on like this about this situation. But since I am, things are going to work out for you. And leave in the comments if this makes sense to you because it's telling me that this is a very strong situation that's causing you a lot of stress. But just so you know, what he thinks he's secretly doing is no longer a secret. And if it is still a secret at this moment, it won't be by the week of May 4th. It's going to come out, and this person is going to be, this person's going to lose a lot over their behavior. For some of you, expect some public recognition. People are noticing you, even though it may seem to you like, you're doing all this work and nobody's paying attention. It feels like you're doing it for no reason, like it's not going to help bring you to a better situation. But people are looking, people are seeing. And you I'm going to say the week of May 3rd, you're going to notice it right towards the end of that week. May 4th, you should notice it that week. um it's going to come with higher finances, like you'll get paid more because of what you're doing. It's not going to happen that soon, but it is going to happen. I'm going to say by October, you may notice that there's a large increase in your finances. um I'm seeing here a situation where there's a lot of people are dealing with your intuition growing. Okay, just let it happen. Don't try to fight it. Don't listen to what people said in the past, that if, well, it's the devil, or it's, something that isn't good, or you're crazy. Don't listen to that. Just listen to what your higher self is saying to you, and let this grow, because this is a gift that was given to you. And I'm seeing it in clairvoyance, I'm seeing it in clairaudience, I'm seeing it in empathy, I'm seeing it in, and I want to mention something else about empathy to someone or a few people here in a minute. I'm also seeing it in clairsentience. I'm seeing it in clairsalience. I'm seeing it in a lot of a lot of the clairs. There, it's just going to be coming to you, and you're not going to understand it. Or it may be that in the past, when it's happened to you, you just dismissed it, like just said, "Oh, that's a coincidence," or "No, it's not a coincidence." And when your higher self tells you where to put those keys, listen. When your higher self tells you to get those tires checked, listen, and just do it. I'm looking at the empathy situation here. Like, okay, so I'm seeing a lot of Taurus people who in the past have had a lot of stress that has caused them to suffer, like to really suffer, like even to the point of strokes, or being in bad relationships that you couldn't get out of, even though you tried. Either the person kept coming back and causing more problems. All that stuff happened so that you could see in the future, which would be like around now, maybe more in the future, that people need to be treated fairly. People need to be treated with kindness. Their grace is needed. Grace is needed. You don't have a problem paying things forward. I can see a lot of you who have been in a supermarket, or um, a Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, where somebody was short of money, and you actually just handed somebody money in order for them to be able to get what they needed. I see this happening with you guys. And it's going to come back to you in a good way. I just want you to know all that suffering was not for nothing. There's going to be a really big need for people to feel bad for other people, to feel empathy, and it's going to be something that comes naturally to you after everything that you've been through. I've seen people putting you down. I've seen people making fun of you, or every time you tried to do something, somebody would push it away. I've even seen where some of you may have been adopted and people have just mistreated you, and you just can't figure out why that's happening. It's happened because there's a future person that you're going to see this in, and you're going to be able to help this person, or you're going to be able to explain to somebody else exactly what that person is going through. Getting off that now, a lot of you are trying to start a business. A lot of you are like, either it's a company or it's something that you do, like if you're some type of spiritual work that is going to start growing for you in different areas. I'm seeing one really big area where it'll be like around the 10th or the 11th of May. I'm seeing one area. Then I'm seeing another one the week of the 18th of May 18th. Then I'm seeing October. I'm seeing September. I'm seeing June, where things are going to start moving forward for you. And a lot of the people that I'm seeing with this right now are people who have already begun starting that business or that company, or just, I'm seeing you doing readings. I'm seeing you teaching people. That's all going to work out for you. There are going to be periods of time where things get really slow, but just keep pushing it forward, because that's just the universe holding things back so that it can have like a boomerang effect. If this resonates with you, please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you don't already subscribe. And those who have subscribed already, thank you. I do appreciate it. You have no idea. I really do. um, okay, so I'm seeing a few changes. What I did was I put this down to cover like the next 7 months, because I wanted to see what was coming up for you guys that might, you know, be helpful or maybe even interest you. The first thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to mention, it looks like there's some people who are trying to move, and you may not be able to find a place. I would I see that for the week of May 25th, that you find the place or that you move that week, because I do see you being out of the place that you're in by the 29th, 30th, and 31st of May. Okay, now I'm looking here at other changes that are taking place. And I see in July there's a big change that's going to take place. It looks like some of you may actually find the house that you want, and it's it may seem for some of you like a little bit disappointing, because you were looking for something better or something bigger or something less expensive. But that disappointment is going to turn into triumph. Okay. I'm also seeing another move, or the buying of a house in June for some of you. And I'm seeing the beginning of new work, new job, something that some of you have been looking for. That job comes in June as well. Okay. Um, and for some of you, it may seem like you're not making enough money right now to get the house that you want, but you will be. You will be. Things are going to change that drastically. It looks like a lot of surprise changes. I'm also seeing here is a situation where I'm seeing a surprise ending to a job that happens in July for a few people, but it's taking on more than just a job. Some it's a job for some people, but it's a relationship for other people. So I just want you to be aware of that for July, but it's not going to be an actual ending. What it's going to be is a separation. It's not going to last long. It's just, it looks like a clearing of energy that takes place. For those who are worried about a job ending, and that might be what this is that happens in July, it's the same situation where it looks like an ending, but it actually is going to get fixed. Okay. So this is a situation um, where the person is let go from a position or a job, and they get a second chance. Their surprise second chance. Like you get called back. For some of you, the situation is that you were let go by someone who is going to be pulled out of that position, and you or someone in your position may take over for that person. So look for that also. And when that happens, leave it in the comments, because I when I mean, I can't see everything that's happening in your life day to day, but these things are going to happen. And it's like, I just like to hear about it because, I'm nosy. Sorry. Kidding. Um, but there's a lot of situations that are going to change financially for people between July, August, and September, and October, actually. So if there's a situation with finding a job or finding the right one, know it's coming. It is coming.